everyone. My name is Carol Taylor. I'm with the Goochland County Chamber of Commerce, and today we have a special guest, a friend to the county. He has been very involved for many, many years. Some of you may know him, and if you don't, you need to know him, Mr. Manny Alvarez. Manny, say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. We have some exciting news to talk to you guys about. You might have seen a little glimpse of it in the paper or online, but we needed to dig in a little bit more. We want to make sure you understand about a great opportunity coming up that Manny's running with a group of other really important citizens in Goochland County. So Manny, before we get started, let's start with the basics. So what are you working on? What is this GVA250?
Good question. So what we're doing is we've been charged with celebrating the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. And the state created a commission in 2020, and Goochland appointed a commission at the end of 2022, December of 2022. And we've been kind of organizing and trying to figure out what we want to do over the next few years to celebrate the founding of this great nation. So we all know that the Declaration of Independence happened in 1776.
Yes.
But obviously it didn't happen on that day, and independence wasn't achieved on that day. So things started back in the probably early 1770s. I think that we missed already celebrating the Tea Party, but the Tea Party happened, I think it was December of 1773. And then in our area, Hanover had a lot of things going on because Patrick Henry obviously is from Hanover County. And so they started the Hanover Resolves, where they started fighting the governor in taxation. And so our goal is going to be, so it's not just celebrating the big party in 2026, which will be the 250th anniversary of the Declaration. Our plan is to celebrate from now until 2031, when the war ended, when Cornwallis surrendered at Yorktown. So that's kind of the scope. And so we have plans. It's really a seven-year project. I don't know if I'll be around all the time.
You will. You will. We need you. So unless you run back home, check you out. No. So this is a big project, as you guys can imagine. But I'd like you to tell me a little bit about what we're going to start with first, the next upcoming events that are part of this project.
Right. So when the board commissioned us, they didn't give us any funding. We were supposed to be independent, raise our own funds. So the first thing we're doing is we're running a 5K race at Elk Hill Farm to raise funds for the group. And Elk Hill is important because that was actually the last place where Cornwallis was before he headed to Yorktown and eventually surrendered. So he might have gotten some bad food at Elk Hill. But Elk Hill was also the home of Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson's family owned the farm. And so Cornwallis came and camped out there for a couple of weeks. And that was his most point, because after that he turned around and headed towards Yorktown. And so we're doing the 5K there on September 14th. We would love to have anybody out there that can run or walk. We have a lot of walkers in the group. And sign up on our page, and we'll give you that information. But we have we're going to have T-shirts for everybody, and we have a few sponsors that are going to donate prices for us to donate. And so please keep that in mind. The next thing we're doing is in November, we are planning an event, because that's the other thing. So while we're celebrating the 250th anniversary of the country, we're also celebrating 40 years after independence. The president then, James Monroe, invited the Marquis de Lafayette to come tour the new country.
Wow.
And so he came, and they greeted him like an all-star. He landed in New York. and he was taken through all the colonies. It actually ended up being a 13-month farewell tour, is what they called it. And he was in Goochland, at 2 events in Goochland. There was one reception here in the courthouse area and another one at Powell's Tavern, which is on River Road, close to Tuckahoe Plantation. But it's in disrepair now, so we can't do anything there. So we're planning an event for November 2nd at Tuckahoe Plantation. We have a Lafayette interpreter that's going to come and play Lafayette. I don't think we'll have the 4-horse carriage to bring him in.
Oh,
that was
no.
one of the
well,
things.
maybe somebody will see this video and maybe they'll donate it.
If you have one, let us know.
Exactly.
We had, one of the rules were if you were hosting him during his farewell tour, is that you had to have a 4-horse carriage
Wow.
to take him from place to place.
Yeah.
So if you have one, let us know. And so we're going to do several things there. We're trying to include the schools because we want this to be educational. Over the last few years, we've heard a lot about people forgetting history and deleting history. We want to reinvigorate I guess, historical knowledge. We want to bring people back to realizing what a great set of founders we had. And it's very special for me because I'm originally from Cuba. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those guys either. So it's not just that
We're so glad.
you're born here, but I've come to appreciate our history very much, and I would like for others to do so. I tell people that English is my second language and American history is my second history. And I learn every time. We have a group of 17 people on the commission. They're all history experts or at least aficionados. And I learn something at every meeting. So we're going to do the celebration and the welcome of Lafayette at Tuckahoe on November 2nd, probably around 10 a.m. After that, we will come to the courthouse area for an unveiling of a historical marker that we already received it for Lafayette. And then after that, we're going to go to Courthouse Creek Cidery. They're one of our sponsors, and we're going to go there for lunch and refreshments. So that's our second event. We have events planned next year with the schools. We have a couple of people from the schools on our commission.
Oh, good.
So because we want, again, like I said, we want to focus on education, a celebration through education through celebration, or the other way around, if you like. So that's kind of the next program. And we have a lot of ideas for the future. And again, so that's why we're focusing right now on funding the program so that we can go 7 years ahead. Another thing that we'll be celebrating, because this is how these things go, in 2027, 2028, we'll be celebrating the 1827, 1727. We'll be celebrating the 300th anniversary of Goochland County.
Oh my gosh.
Goochland County was founded in 1727. There are a couple of dates. We believe it started in 1727. The General Assembly created Goochland. Goochland used to go all the way to pretty much to the Ohio River Valley.
Wow.
And so Goochland was split from Henrico and to the current border. So by 1776, Goochland was like it is today, but it used to go all the way to the Ohio Valley. And so we're going to be celebrating the 300th anniversary of Goochland County in 2027. And then in 2031, we'll celebrate the end of the War of Independence. And so we have a lot of ideas.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. And sometimes in the meetings, I'm thinking, okay, how do we schedule that one? How do we do that?
Yeah.
And so it took us a while to get going. The thing that got us going was kind of focusing on the date for the race, and that's less than a month away.
Yep, but people can still sign up.
People can still sign up, and you can go. You can probably find it in Google. Just go to Google and search for Run to the Revolution, and you'll find it. If not, go to runsignup.com and search there for Run to the Revolution, and you'll find it. And you can also, if you don't feel like walking or running, you can donate on that side. You can make a donation
Awesome.
to us.
So that's September 14th. And I'll put the information in the link attached to this video so that folks can go in there and sign up. I need a walking partner. So if you're interested in walking with me, I would love to have a walking partner. Slow and steady wins the race. Just a hint there. That's the way I like to do it. So, and then November 2nd, we're bringing in the Lafayette guy. So I'm super excited to see what that's going to be about. If you haven't been to Tuckahoe Plantation, this is going to be a treat as well.
Yeah. And we're planning to have tours of the plantation.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And one of the things that we're trying to do working with the schools is try to have authentic food, something that they would have served to Lafayette when he came to America in 1824. So we're going to do that. We're going to have some cider and some. So we'll see. I think it's going to be a great event.
It's going to be great. It's good. Like you said, there are 17 people working together on this project because it's important work. It's important for us to remember where we came from and, like you said, celebrate and educate the children on our history. And that's enough said on that. But anyway, so keep an eye out for 2027, 300-year anniversary of Goochland. There's a lot of great things going on. So as a business person, because this video will go out to the community, but also mostly to our business owners, how can a business support this program for you?
Well, as I mentioned, we need sponsors.
Okay.
We currently have, I think, 16 sponsors.
Oh, that's a good start.
Some sponsors are just providing in-kind services, helping us out. But we have received a sponsorship from a couple of families in Goochland and certain businesses in Goochland. I mentioned the Cidery, Elk Island Winery, Wegmans, the Pruitt family.
Oh, good.
Goochland on My Mind blog. And I had a list, but let me not miss anyone.
Yeah, make sure you don't miss anybody.
Greenswell Growers, they came through this past week. Midnight Brewery, and they're also providing. Elk Island is making a kind of a typical wine for the period. It's going to be I think they're calling it. I forgot what they're calling it. Red. It's a red.
Well,
I'm
happy about that.
It's a type of Claret. Claret was a popular wine back in the day. It's a blend. Midnight Brewery is creating a George Washington porter, and it's a recipe I found that was on the Smithsonian website that supposedly was handwritten by George Washington.
Oh.
So they're working on it. They're working on the label. The chamber, of course, is sponsoring us. Second Union Rosenwald School, they're helping by providing volunteers for the race, and we have one of their board members on our commission. The Jackson Smith shop, they're working with us. We want to be very inclusive, so we want to make sure that we tell the story of all Goochlanders back in 1776. So we're including the African American experience. Of course, County Parks and Recreation are helping, and Explore Goochland. They're providing our website for us, and I think I've pretty much covered everybody. But it's been fun doing this. A lot of exciting things that we would like to accomplish, and so if you would like to sponsor us, we have a brochure, and of course I only have this one in black and white, but it tells you a little bit about our project and what the different sponsorship amounts are, and we'd be glad to have you on board. We're listing, you can go on the race sign up page, and you can see our sponsors there, as well as you will be able to do it on the Explore Goochland website.
That's awesome. So you all are out there right now, whether you're citizens or business owners or both, making history of your own. So thank you for doing that. But this is a great way for you to celebrate what's been done before you. So you can do this every day. So you can own your own business. So you can own your own property. These things are very important, and we want to celebrate this. So join this group. Join us, and let's celebrate these wonderful accomplishments of our founders and the wonderful historical monuments we have right here in Goochland that a lot of citizens do not even realize that are right here. So keep up with this. The GVA 250 Commission. Okay, so keep up with us. I'm going to put some links for you so you can make sure you're following them and keeping up with all the things coming up. And sign up for that race. You can walk with me, walk with friends and catch up. Or if you can't make it that day, try sponsoring the 5K. It's a great way for them to have some funds to do the next event. Manny, thank you. Thank you so
Carol.
much for all your hard work. We appreciate you.
Thank you all.
You're a fabulous citizen.
Thank
you
you.
really are. You're a good example for everyone. And bye for now. Carol Taylor, Goochland Chamber of Commerce. Have a great day.